We are here yet again for another wonderful session. With us, your wealth crew, Givva Wealthtech. We welcome you this evening as you are about to tell you something good and bring you some good news about your savings, about the way your money will earn you more money. And today we want to talk about
communities and money market funds.
Communities and money market funds. We get to understand what are these money markets. And so now, welcome to our live broadcast this evening. We are Givva Wealthtech, your wealth crew team. I'm Kimani, welcoming you live. You can follow us in our page and in our account. We are Givva Wealthtech. Make sure you follow the page and the account. Send us your comments, your questions, your concerns on the comment section, and we will be viewing them. We will get to know more about your questions, and it's gonna be well. Welcome so much. We are live on Facebook through Kimani and also through a Givva Wealthtech account. Welcome so much, and today I'm so much honored to have the Madam CEO of Givva Wealthtech. Karibu sana, Madam Shiru.
Thank you, Shiko.
Yes, that was your week.
The week has been good. So far, so good.
Yes.
Been a lot.
Well, we thank God for everything.
Yes.
And we are trusting God that even as February, you know, we are now in the month of February.
Yes, the month of love.
Yeah. And of course, we have some love issues with these people. So money
almost equates love.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So welcome so much, and greet our viewers this evening, and tell them who you are.
All right. Thank you, Shiko. My name is Shiru Kimani. I'm the CEO of Givva, and Givva Wealthtech. We deal with communities and finances for communities and individuals. I'm an accountant by profession.
Yes.
I have been practicing accounting for the last 18 years in the financial services sector.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to talk about finances.
Yes.
And help people know how to manage their money.
Yeah.
Even as individuals and even as groups.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. And it's a form of investment.
It is.
It is.
Yes.
So what does Givva do? Maybe we can try to do a recap of where we started last time for the sake of those that are new in this platform today.
Right. Givva Wealthtech is an what do I call
a phone application?
It's a phone application, but
yes,
we are more than a phone application because we also do this kind of things.
Yeah.
But we are licensed by the Capital Markets Authority as a platform service provider to link people to investment opportunities.
Yeah.
The Capital Markets Authority is the regulatory body that ensures that investors are well taken care of, and we've been licensed by them to help the people, I'll repeat that again, connect to investment opportunities, because what has been happening in our economy is investment opportunities have been left for the rich, the high end, the ones in the urban areas, while the rest of the people don't access investment opportunities. So we are here as Givva Wealthtech to make sure that everybody is able to access a place where they can put in some money and it earns for them some interest. And by saying that, I mean that even if it is 100 shillings that you have, you can actually be able to put it through our application. It goes into an investment opportunity, and then you're able to start earning an interest. So that is why we are here, to link the people with the investment opportunities in a safe platform that they will not lose their money.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and that is wonderful. And I believe that our viewers are able to understand what Givva is, linking the common mwananchi of everybody with the investment platforms.
Yes,
exactly. And so today we want to discuss something about the communities and money markets.
Yes.
And to begin with, what is this money markets?
So money market funds. That's a very loaded question, Shivo.
Yeah.
Because I know the viewers that and the people that we want to reach to.
Yeah.
When you talk about money market funds, a few may have heard about money market funds, but then there are a lot of people who've never heard about them.
Yeah.
And even as we go to the markets, we find a lot of people who don't understand how money market funds work. And I always start that lesson by telling them about capital markets.
And we have always heard about capital market authority.
Yes.
And then we know about the shares.
Yes. And that is all about what, and then we also get in the news where they come and say, how are the financial markets performing?
Yeah.
And everybody, a lot of Kenyans
You
just
sell and then you buy, and then they are like,
this one is switch off. So I want to explain that in very simple language. What is that? And I want to tell our viewers that in every country, there is, in a simple language, soko ya pesa.
Oh, soko ya pesa.
And it is one called capital markets.
Okay.
Una soko ya pesa. In that market, just like the way when I go to the market and I find there are some people who have carrots, others nyanyas, and others vegetables. In this particular market, people sell money.
Now, what is this language? You sell money.
Yes, they sell and buy money. And I will tell that in a very simple way.
Yeah.
There are people who have money. So today you have some money. I'm sure you have some money, Shiru.
I've got some 10,000.
Yes, in the bank.
Yeah.
And that money is sitting in the bank, and you supply the money into the money market. You, wewe unauza soko, umeenda pale, umeweka kagunia yako, na umewekelea 10,000 shillings.
Yeah.
But now in your turn, the 10,000 shillings, because you've given it to a bank, you've not been paid for that 10,000 shillings.
Exactly.
But what the bank is doing, it is waiting for Shiru to come and buy that 10,000 shillings. So if I go to the bank today, or I go into any mobile app and borrow, that is, I'm buying money.
Loan. You take it as a loan. So I put my money as savings.
Yes.
I just let it remain in my account. Yes. Then here comes the Shiru. Here comes Apostle Phoebe Perez. Here comes Betty Mwe all the way from Nyeri County. Yes. And then they go apply for loans.
Yes. And what the bank will tell them, or the SACCO, or the mobile lender will tell them, we'll give you this 10,000 shillings, but we will give it at maybe 10%. Yeah. That means that if I take that 10,000 shillings at 10%, at the end of the year, I'll pay 10,000 plus 1,000. Which 1,000 is 10% of 10,000. Yes. So I'll pay back 11,000. What does that mean? It means that I've bought your 10,000 shillings at 1,000 shillings after a period of a year.
I love this. You've bought my 10,000 at 1,000. Yes.
So I'll return the 10,000 plus 1,000. So it means that in this market, there are people who have money, and then there are people who need money.
Exactly.
Just like when you tunaenda soko, you find me, I need nyanyas. Yeah. And then I find other people who have nyanyas and I buy. It's the same thing. But now it happens at a country level. Yes. So even the government, sometimes it's actually the biggest buyer of money. The government, because they need to build roads, they need to build, pay their employees, and so the government is constantly borrowing from the public, and that's what we know as treasury bills and treasury bonds. Yeah. So the rest of us who have kept our monies in the bank, we have given, the bank is selling our money, but for us, we haven't sold the money to the bank.
So once I go to withdraw my 10,000, I'll just get it plainly 10,000.
If you're lucky, otherwise you will also find the cut of some deductions, some 50 shillings or so, or your monthly deduction, or even as you remove it at the ATM, you'll also be deducted some amount. Yeah. So in that market, that's how that market looks like. Okay. And so I wanted to explain the capital market so that now as we go down, then we are looking at, there are people who know how to manage their money better. Yeah. Because when I have more money, now I'm able to go to the bank and tell them, I want to put in 1 million shillings, but I want to put it for 3 months, and you pay me an interest. For the money that I get. Now we are getting into a contract. Yes. Now I have decided to sell my money to the bank as 1 million shillings. But the banks, a lot of times, will only pay you if you have at least 1 million. Okay. If you don't have 1 million, the bank will not even. If I go with my 500 shillings,
no, it's not going to be accepted. I cannot read that amount.
Yes. So because of that need, then the capital market has the people who now around here to help us now put our funds together. Yeah. Your 1,000 shillings, my 2,000. Fund. Yeah. It's like a kiondo of money, like the one you put in church and then you go put in a little, and a little, and a little. Then this fund manager now ends up having a lot of money. Yeah. So they can end up even having a billion. Then now, the bank, even as much as we have given free money, at some point that money will finish. They still don't have enough to lend. So now what will happen is they will go and tell the fund managers, we want some, maybe we need about 100 million. Yeah. Can you give it to us so that we continue doing our business? Just like the way everybody goes to borrow. Yeah. Then these fund managers will tell the banks, you are lending at what percent? You are lending at 18%. So us, we will give you our money at 16%. So now the fund manager has sold because he has negotiation power. Yeah. Hakuna pesa mingi. Yeye hana 500. Mimi niliweka yangu, shikwa kaeka yake 10,000. Yeah. Another person put in 1 million. A community put in, a church put in this. Now he has a lot. Yeah. So he has what we call negotiation power. Yeah. So now when he goes to discuss with the bank, he gets a better rate. And then now what the fund managers do now that in that kiondo we call money market funds, because we've put in our money, is that now they have given the bank, they have given the government, they have given somebody else. And then if now they are saving their money at 14%, a lot of times they come and take a margin. They'll also maybe take 2%. Okay. And then now they tell us, now that we give the bank at 16%, then we take away 2%, and we will give you investors at 14%. So what I will earn is 14% of my 500. You will earn 14% on your 10,000. Yeah. And everybody will earn like that. But it's because we put our money in that basket. In one basket. Money market. Okay. Yes. It's so sweet. It's so sweet. Rather than letting your money be in your account, and it is not earning you anything at all. Yes. In fact, instead of it not earning, actually what you find when you put it in the account is that you keep on getting charged. Getting charged by the bank on the bank charges and everything, and you never get to do anything. So a lot of times we are discouraged from saving or even trying to do anything because of these bank charges. Yeah. And the good thing about a money market fund is it's like a cash account. It's like just a bank account that you can put your money on Monday and by Friday you go and move it. How sure am I'll get it on Friday, and yet it is trading. It's going through, it's selling. I'm selling money. Will they not tell me your money is not yet vile kuko leo, hatuna pesa? I'll answer that question in 2 ways. How do we ensure? How are we sure the money market? When I need my money, I'll get it. You will get it. And also I'll answer that why would you lose your money in the money market? Yeah. And I will start with what you asked. How we do. So what happens is that you today you are looking to remove your money. Yes. And me on the other hand I'm putting. So even this fund is having a circulation. Okay. It has what we call liquidity. I'm not the only one with that. You're not the only one. There's money circulating, and the fund managers, that is their daily work. Yes. It's like asking somebody who sells carrots. Who will I come and find you don't have carrots? You'll find even when there's a problem there, they have actually gone to Tanzania and gotten more carrots from Tanzania. Sure. So the fund manager is constantly, because the fund managers are experts in investment. They are experts in this area. Yeah. They know what liquidity to keep. Liquidity is cash money that they can pay us back. It's just the same way you can never go to the bank and they tell you, leo hatuna pesa we, and so it's unlike the other thing we see in our phones, and we go to a shop and then I want to make a withdrawal through the mobile phone, and I'm going to be a float. Yes. No, it's not like that. Okay. These guys are just like the bank. That's what they do on a daily basis. They are experts in that area. Then why would this our listener, after she puts money in the money market fund, why will they not find their money is lost? Exactly. It's the same way that, one of the things I teach people is every person who goes to collect money from the authorities, from the public, anybody who goes and says, I'm an insurance company, I'm a SACCO, I will put in your 1,000 shillings and be paying you this much. Everybody should be regulated.
Yes.
They should have a license from the government. And the banks are regulated by CBK, Central Bank, Central Bank of Kenya. Then we have the insurance companies who also collect and promise us that when we have an accident or when our cars have been stolen, they pay. Again, they are regulated by the insurance regulatory authority. When we go to the circles, they are regulated by SASSA. When we go to pension funds, they are regulated by Retirement Benefits Authority. And the investment opportunities are regulated by CMA, Capital Markets Authority. So even when they come and tell us the Nairobi Securities Exchange, this is how much this share was selling at, this one went down, this other one, they are all talking about that whole trading is regulated by the Capital Markets Authority. There are rules. And what the regulators do is that they ensure that the people who are either buying insurance, the people putting their money in circles, they are protected by certain things that the circles must do, by certain things the banks must do. They have regulations. And so that's what the regulator is about. And when this comes down, whichever comes down, like the last bank that came down was Chase Bank, then the CBK already has an insurance in depository fund, where now they were able to pay the people who had deposited their money, and then when the bank went down, so the insurance comes and pays them. So that's the kind of what you call a regulatory framework to ensure that each organization, there's no loss by depositors. In the bank, they're called depositors. In the CMA, they're called investors. So what the CMA has done is that it has put a regulatory framework to make sure that investors in money market funds, and I'm very clear, in money market funds, not in all the funds.
Yes, in money markets.
In money market funds, and the others we call unit trust funds, are well protected. They say that they have put in a framework which has kama ile mawe ya kupika ya kitambo unakumbuka, zilikuanga tatu. So even this money market fund is held by 3 mawes. And the first one is the fund manager. So the fund manager is the one, we want to go to this particular fund manager to put our money with the fund manager. So that fund manager, interestingly, does not touch our money.
So that's where Givva comes in?
That is not where Givva comes in. That's anywhere Givva comes in. The fund manager, the one who manages the fund, does not touch the money. This money is held by the second stone, called custodian. And the custodian is always a bank. Because it's a custodian bank account. Now the custodian bank account is where when we put our money, even through Givva, it goes to the custodian's bank account. So in the custodian, that's where we are put it. That's where the kiondo is. You remember
our kiondo? Everyone is coming there.
That is where we are putting our money. Yes. Then now the fund manager sees our kiondo now is just 100 million, and tells the fund manager what we want to do. We want to buy a treasury bill of 10 million shillings. So buy a treasury bill. So the custodian will go now and send 10 million to CBK, because those are the ones who sell treasury bonds. Then now CBK will send, every time you buy an asset, even when you buy a car, you get a title, logbook. When you buy a land, you get a title. Even investments even with shares, you get a share certificate. So even when they buy a treasury bill, they get a certificate. That certificate doesn't go to the fund manager. It goes back to the custodian account. And that is why they're called custodians. And custodian licenses are not given by CBK. They are given by CMA. So not all the banks have custodial services. So now they have put the money, they have bought, and they have put the money here. So the custodian knows I had 100 million, 10 million, I have the certificate for it, and 90 million is in the cash. So that is why they are called custodians. They are custodians of this kiondo. Whether it is in assets or in cash. Then tuko na mawe ya tatu. That mawe ya tatu is called a trustee. So every time we put our money in this kiondo, the trustee keeps our name. So trustee keeps our name. Says Shiko 10,000 shillings. Shiru 1,000 shillings.
So this one is asking is taking the position like of a treasurer.
Yes.
just kazi yake tu ni kuupdate.
Yes, kazi yake ni kuupdate.
Yeah.
Hii tena shiko ametoa 5,000.
Okay.
Zimebaki 1,000. So now alafu the trustee is the one now he knows kiondo kile kikona 100 million.
Yeah.
And then I have names with 100 million.
Yeah.
And then now the trustee is the one who goes and asks the fund manager on our behalf. Because me and you can't go.
Yes.
We are not in experts. They go and ask, why did you buy that treasury bill? So what they do, we call it evaluating the decisions of the fund manager to make sure that our money is safe.
Okay.
So what happens? All these three maways are reporting to CMA.
Yes.
And this one says we have names for people who say they have 100 million.
Yeah.
Then the custodian says,
yes,
I have the money here and the assets for 100 million. Then the fund manager says, these are the decisions I have made. Such that even if the fund manager went down, CMA will go to the bank and tell them, liquidate these assets and give the money to these people.
There is no way you ever lack your money. I now get to understand.
Yes.
It's not a one-man job.
It is not a one-man job. And you know, the stones, like we said, yes, they always ensure it's very hard to get. It's okay. You know, the banks for the longest time have used the something called a dual control.
Yeah.
Even the cashier still has two people who open it. You don't open it alone.
Okay.
When you go to the strong room again, you open two of you. So it's very hard for a stone. That is why we also put our sufurias and our nyungus on the 3 stones. It is very hard. That is how CMA, secures our money and we get our money. And you will never hear, not a single. You call them, money market funds are in a class of assets called unit trust funds. At no point will you ever hear a unit trust fund came down because it's very well regulated. CMA ensures that the investors, because it understands that these investors are small investors. It's the public money. They have to protect it.
And now, this question, I just ask it in a layman's language. Now you are the experts in money issues and money language. You know how to understand it. What happens when we hear it went down? Like my money will still earn some interest when we understand in sugar bill.
So what happens is that in a money market fund, you never actually get to lose the money. The worst thing that can happen in a money market fund is your interest comes down. And the fund managers are always ensuring that that's why you'll never find that the fund manager is telling us our interest rate will be 50%. Because it is always dictated from central bank. What are the rates central bank is borrowing at, or what are the treasury bill rates? Because the government is the biggest borrower, the biggest, so their rates will not be very far away from there. And so it will be depending on
it's not so uniform.
It's not uniform. It changes on
it varies ups and downs. Now, when it is down, will my investment, the money that I put, the 30,000 that I put, is it going to be affected? Like it will be deducted?
No. At no point does the money market fund hit into your principal. We call it your investment. We call it principal. It never eats into your principal. The least you will find that is at 1%, 2%, the worst case scenario. And we haven't been there in Kenya because our central bank ensures that always the rates are higher than the inflation rate. Because you see, again, when your money is not earning, that without is not earning, it's being eaten into by inflation. Yes. So at least the worst that can happen is finding that your money is there. It is always there. It never gets eaten into. But there are some funds where they buy shares, just like the way today we go and buy a share for 10 shillings. Tomorrow it will go and buy for. It will go and the share will become 9 shillings. So if you bought an equity fund, not a money market fund, in an equity fund, it's a different fund from the market fund. That one you find the prices have gone down because those ones invest in shares.
Okay.
But money market funds don't invest in shares. Yes.
Or they do the treasury bills and the bonds.
And then they also give lend to the banks. That is what we call deposits or fixed deposits. Yes.
Now, where does our community as a church, as a chama, come into this money market through Givva?
Now, our community today, we've looked at what communities are doing. And because we've not had a platform where we can put money, a good secure platform, because what we've had is Shiko's M-Pesa.
Very true.
And Shiko's M-Pesa is not a secure place to put money because if Shiko...
Green card today, I go.
even the green card is a long story. If she goes and finds her child is at home from school, she goes back to that kingdom, despite the fact that amepatiwa pesa ya matanga.
It's true.
Na matanga iko Friday. But the first thing you do is return your child to school.
It's true.
So that wallet for mobile is never a good. So what we have ended up doing, because we don't have a trustworthy place to keep our money, we now only do it when it happens. So when a death happens, we are having a flurry of activity, we are tangling, we are worried, we have this bill from this hospital that is 6 million, and the whole community is so scared because it means that I have to look for 30,000 and somebody else. But now what we want to help the communities is Givva, whether they're churches or they are neighborhood communities, a proper place where they can keep their money.
Yes.
So you're able to, members, when they send their money, you can first of all and create.
Like you have a project.
Yes.
Let's say you are targeting for, it's a church.
Yes.
You're targeting to buy some church equipment worth 500,000 by August. Now that is a scenario. Tell us how to go about it.
So in this project, we want by the time you're getting to August, you not only have the 500,000 we have standard. We also want to make sure that we've also added for you something in terms of interest. Okay. So what we'll do is that we'll come and create your church in this in Givva platform. So it just works like a normal social media place where we create a
No, the Givva is the trustee.
No, the Givva is not the trustee. The Givva is the pipe we are putting money in money market, because if we can't send money to the fund manager, you send 100 bob today, another one sends another 100 bob. It's too much work for the fund manager to know this money belongs to this church.
This and this.
So what we've done is that we bring this community together, and then now using our platform, the different people can put in the money, and it is all going into this account for this community. So the person who is able to do can say, in our communities, the one thing you find is that we are not of equal strength.
Very true.
There's somebody, when we say 500,000, there's somebody who say, me, I'll contribute 100,000. And even can send it right then. Then there's someone who wants to contribute, but they can only do 20 shillings every week. But those people, a lot of times, just go away. So what we give them is a platform where they are able to contribute these 20 shillings on a daily basis towards our 500,000 project. So if this person is doing it over every month, 20 bob is 600. In 10 months, that is 6,000. And as they do it, Givva is able to add. She got today 20 bob. She got tomorrow 40 bob. The other day it adds. So you see, you can't send that money to a treasurer.
Okay, now must I have the Givva app to do this?
No.
Like everybody in the church, like we have used that example, we have to buy some church instruments. Must everyone in the church have the app?
No.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Because you see on the other side, there are still those who are using the finya. Mwangaza.
So we have our USSD, to start. We will also send you, because we also know the church has many things it takes. So we send you the PayBill account and the account number for the specific event. 500,000. So when then the church wants to create its own Sadaka kitty, it will have a different account number. So, but now in this...
So you can have various account numbers.
Yes.
The PayBill is common.
Yes.
But the account numbers are different. Okay.
Because our communities, we have so many things going on. We may have a group of women. Then this month, we normally have our normal subscription. Then Then another day, a woman has gotten a baby.
Yeah.
We are going to go for a baby shower.
Mm-hmm.
Then another one is getting married.
Mm-hmm.
We're going for the wedding. So all those are contributions. Then you find you have this treasurer for this other treasurer for this, and this other treasurer.
Mm-hmm.
So now what we do, we give them account numbers.
Yes.
So this money is being channeled
Mm-hmm.
right into the money market fund.
Okay.
So instead of us waiting, and then on that day we realize that we don't have 500,000,
Yes.
we find that this one has been put in 20 bob.
Yeah.
It has accumulated to 6,000.
Mm-hmm.
This one is paid monthly, is able to put in 2,000 shillings every month.
Mm-hmm.
There is the one who gave us 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
So we can even keep track because it has a dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time we are getting to August, we'll find even our interest as a group is already 10,000 shillings.
Mm-hmm.
Because this money has been earning.
Yeah.
Money market earns in an interesting way. You know, when you go to the bank, they'll tell you keep this million for 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
we'll give you 6%. But money
So
market,
there's a timeline.
there's a timeline and a guaranteed rate.
Uh-huh.
But money market does not do that because the rate depends on the market. Ile soko. Ni kama unajua hata ukienda kwa soko sahihi nyanya minchi utapata ziko different. Yes. So this is also dictated by the market.
Yes.
So tomorrow it will have a different rate.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is today we calculate those interest rates on a daily basis.
Okay.
So today the group has 10,000 shillings. We come and say the interest rate for today is 10%.
Mm-hmm.
So we do 10,000 times 10%.
Yeah.
We divide that by 365 days.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is 10% per annum.
1 day.
So we do 1 day.
Yeah.
We say today the group has 10 bob.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow the group has another 50,000 which has been deposited. We come and say 150,000 times the rate for tomorrow is.
So we are not counting the interest in this principle. We call
No, it has not been reinvested yet.
Okay.
So we will say tomorrow they have an additional 50,000.
Yeah.
So we'll do 150,000 times tomorrow's interest is 11%, divided by 365 days. We'll say that is another 15 bob.
Yes.
So we'll do that every day. If you remove your money after a week, you'll find it as your interest has grown. It has grown with the interest for 5 days.
Yeah.
And you're able to access it.
Mm-hmm.
So Givva now is the one where you'll be seeing your interest as it's coming. Givva is the pipe.
Mm-hmm. It is the channel.
It's the channel.
Yeah.
Because the fund manager is not us, we take up to 5 shillings. Even that
As less as 5 bob.
yes.
Contribution.
Uh-huh. Even when you want to save at a personal level because you have some products for personal level,
Yeah.
but it takes as low as 5 shillings.
Yeah.
And so this person who wants gradual growth is able to do it in Givva. But when you go to the fund managers, 5 bob is a little bit little because they you know, because ours is a tech platform, it's able to do that, calculate, and even at a click of a button, everybody is able to see the dashboard is showing how much has Shiru contributed so far, how much has Shiru contributed, and then the treasurer is able to pull Excel reports.
So with the Givva app, it is even very good in record keeping and transparency.
Transparency is very good with transparency.
Yeah.
You don't have to call somebody, oh, why haven't you updated my
contribution?
Yes, you don't have to call it updates automatically. Whether you have the app or you don't have, it will be updated when you contribute. You just go there, show Shiko 5 bob.
Yeah.
Even when you don't have the application. So of course when you have Kabambe utakuja, you tell me Shiru I have contributed. Let me see whether the dashboard I have appeared.
Is there any SMS or maybe alert that I'll get from my end as a reminder?
Yes. Okay. It's able to remind the community. If you've set the reminder to be coming in every month or every week, it is able to send to the people.
Okay.
And then even the people who don't belong to this group, so sometimes you have guest of honors, you're able to send them a WhatsApp link. You can give them the USSD number, you can send them the pay bill, account number for the event, and all that money is being seen. And even as it accrues interest, the group is able to see this is how much we have made so far. Yes.
Wow, we are getting on so well. And you can keep asking your questions, your concern. There's somewhere you feel like, sikuelewa kidogo. There's somewhere you feel like I need more of these. There's somewhere you feel bado haujashika, you can continue asking. Go to the comment section. I remember we are live in a Givva Wealthtech Facebook account. You can get us there. Follow the account. Follow the WhatsApp, the Facebook. Yes, the Facebook link. Exactly. And page. Follow our page for more insights. Givva Wealthtech. keep following Givva Wealthtech so that you get to understand more. Thank you so much. I guess we have Mumbi wa Kimani, Rodakato, thank you, Margaret Maina Asante. And then we have Edwa Mazeras, thank you. We have Afnehas NM, thank you. Apostle Phoebe Paris, thank you so much. Pastor Paul, all the way from Free Area, thank you so much. And now, what is required for a group or for an individual? How to go about this?
So, I said we are a licensed company.
Yes.
And just like when you go to open, so this group needs to open an account with us.
Yes.
So it's a normal account, just like the way you open a bank account. You'll come, we need your certificate of registration.
Okay.
But because we are helping even small family groups, because we want to enable people to be able to save.
Yeah.
Even at family levels.
Yeah.
So what you do, even if you don't have a registration certificate, you are able to go to our website, pull out templates, see what is required, and then when you give us those documents, we'll run around and get you registered.
So you will help the community to register their group.
Yes, if they have not been registered.
Yes.
For the ones who are registered, they give us their registration certificate, their PIN number. They give us, we give them a board resolution. Again, it's available on our website where they do the free account authorization, tell us who are the signatories, and then now they can actually create their account from their phone. All they need to do is download Givva application from Google Store, Play Store, or the Apple Store. You can be able to download it, and with 3 people, you are 3 leaders, because every one of our groups has to have 3 signatories, who are we call them community leaders. Then they go in and sign up the group, and then they give us the documents, then they can be able to start saving with us.
Wow.
Yes.
It is that simple. As somebody had a concern saying, does Givva multiply by 3 the amount they are going to give us? Like, I want to buy a vehicle, I want to buy a plot. Are they going to do the times 3 thing?
No, don't do the times 3 thing. Tunaenda na ile soko ya pesa. Ile soko ya pesa, the capital market rates that you find on the paper, you find on CBK, what the fund managers are able to get from that support. I do a monkey business. So the 3 times and all that, that is monkey business. And so we don't do it. We are basically.
So we are dealing with the what you have. Discipline, like I tend to understand it's more of self-discipline to do away with much loans that accumulate, and then you're like, hey, I'm at a depression, hey, Shiru Kalikuza.
You are able to put in this little money at an individual level where you're saying, now I'm saving up for my school fees. Now I'm saving up to buy a phone. I'm saving up to buy a piece of land.
Even dying for a phone.
Yes. You save up. You put in, there are people who, you need to put in 100 shillings so that after 6 months you have some money that can buy
your
own
money.
Yes. That is now you open a personal account. But going back to the community, we also want this group because we are trying to build a kitty so that when we have a death, we don't have to run around stressed. So in this kitty, it's very discouraging when we put 10,000 shillings in the bank, and then by the end of the year we find it's 9,500.
Sure.
We feel very discouraged because it was so hard to grow even the 10,000 shillings. So now we want by the end of the year you find it's actually 10,000 and 1,000 plus 1,000, just at 10%. It's good. Because now we are growing gradually.
It is your money that is growing.
It is your money that is growing, and you are assured that it won't get lost. The first rule of financial management is don't lose what you have. Then you can start earning. But when we go into the schemes of tripling and doubling, now we are heading to losing the money.
Oh, wow. Any questions from that end? You can help us with the questions and then we get to answer. Help us with the questions on that end. Any questions from your end? And maybe you can keep telling us, but Shiru, where is the office located and the phone numbers to reach?
Our office is at Westlands. We are on Westlands Road. That is the road that runs from Westlands all the way to Museum. And our office is in a building called MMID Studio. MMID Studio. and we are on 4th floor. Our
Yes.
office is called Givva Wealthtech. We are open every day of the week from 7 to 4 a.m.
Yeah.
4 p.m., not a.m.
Early birds.
And but every time we're invited to go, we see communities later in the evening when they're available. We go on Sundays when we need to go on Sundays.
Okay.
We talk to communities, especially like the church communities and all that. And then our phone number is 0720 132 132.
Yes.
So you can get us on 0720 132 132.
So you go to the community yourselves.
Yes, we do go to the community ourselves, and we teach them about money market. We show them what they are able to do in the application.
Yeah.
They're able to even do chatting there. They can be able to keep their documents. You know, sometimes when you are on social media platforms, you have to really look for your minutes for last time.
Yeah.
In Givva, you're able to put your things there as a group.
Yeah.
You're able to have announcements. If it's attached, you have announcements from the reverend. So if the reverend wants to send today's readings, he doesn't need to send it to other people so that they forward to other people. We are a one-stop shop for community. It's a community management platform.
So there's even chatting there.
There's even chatting. There's even a way you can post your dashboard reports on the application.
Yeah.
You're able to do all your fund collection events there. So if it's a chat, we have the Thai, the Sadaka, and different collection events.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to get your reports at any point. Now, for the big communities like the churches, sometimes we've gotten a request. Can we not put our money in the money market fund? We put it in the bank. We can also have that discussion and see what is the best option for you. So we are not restricted to the money market fund.
And now we were doing the contributions towards an event, and then the land is purchased. So do we have to close now everything and say we are done?
No. You don't have, because our groups continue collecting.
Okay.
So even as we are doing that event, somebody else has died. The other one is getting married.
So there's no one time it is coming to an end.
No, it's not. We are giving you a platform to operate from, to do all your things on that platform, including talking.
Okay.
You can even do bulk SMSing from our application. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so wonderful. You can always reach us at Westlands Road, near Museum, MMID Studios. Our numbers are 0720 132 132. You can always reach us through our numbers. Remember, we are Givva, your Wealthtech crew. When you hear about money, it's all about Givva, and your money is going to earn you interest. And we are assured that your money is not going to get lost. Whenever you need your money, you will always get it at an interest. Your money will have kuzad for you. If I have to use that language. Again, you can reach us on our numbers. Maybe you want to hear more about this. You are a community, you are a church, whoever you are up there as a community, reach us through our numbers, 0720 132 132. Visit us at Westlands Road and your museum, MMID Studios. Yeah. Okay, we still have some more time to go. Now, we are back. Yes.
I want to talk about very briefly your bakshishi. That even as our listeners continue listening, sometimes it takes a bit of time for them to get their communities in.
Yeah.
We have 3 products for individuals within Givva.
Oh,
so
individuals.
Yes,
As a
bakshishi for now. And that's
me and myself
personally. I myself personally. You're able to invest in Givva.
Okay.
And we have 3 products called savings and goals.
Okay.
That one we've created it to help you manage your expenditure.
Yeah.
We know that our people struggle with, like what have we seen in the recent past? When I need a seat, I borrow. When I need a phone, I borrow. School fees comes, time for paying school fees comes, I don't have, so I borrow again. And so eventually what we are finding in our communities is that we have so much mental illness.
Exactly.
Someone told me the other day that there's no mental illness issue. It's a financial issue. Yes. It's a money problem issue.
You are ever on loans.
Yes.
You does not have your own money to do something.
Yes.
You want to look Sabbath today, enda kwa duka ukope unga.
Yes.
Even at that level.
Yes, even at that level.
Yeah.
So what we want, savings and goals help you create a goal. What is it that you, because a lot of us earn our money on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So today I go, I sell and I make a profit of 300 shillings.
Yes.
But before I get home, nikipita kwa njia napata handbag.
Yeah.
I buy the handbag. Then if I go to a restaurant and I find Shiko there, I want to buy for her a drink.
Sure.
Or lunch I want to pay because I want to show I'm okay.
Yeah.
So eventually I find that by the time schools are being opened, I don't have money. So what we want to help people do is that from these 300 shillings, just put away 50 shillings. So that now you create a goal and say, this is my goal for school fees. I need to raise 20,000 shillings by April, and I want to be putting 50 shillings every day. So these savings and goals, you will create your goal, and every day, if you earn on a daily basis, it reminds you to put in some money there. So now you've started creating your small basket for school.
Is it going to earn me interest?
Yes, it is earning you interest.
Can I withdraw it at any time, or I have to wait until April when I'll be making the payments to school?
You can withdraw anytime,
Okay.
but eventually we want to actually be able to lock it so that when you say 3 months up to April, but when you withdraw it, the difference between a saving platform and an investment platform and a mobile money wallet is that when you withdraw from your mobile money, you get your money right there.
Yes.
But from an investment platform, it takes 48 hours.
48 hours.
Because you have to resell the investment, it takes 48 hours. Then to move money from the bank to 48 hours.
So that means if when it comes to withdraw, I have to request for my money, like I did it on Sunday, on Thursday, 3 days earlier.
We want that 48 to be working days.
Okay.
Okay? So now, if you need your money on Wednesday, you move it or you withdraw on Monday.
Okay.
Then it will be sent to your account. Because when you create this goal, you create and say, I want this money when it is withdrawn, it comes to my mobile money account. Or I want it to go to my bank account.
Yeah.
So within 48 hours, working hours.
48 working hours.
Yes. So those are 2 working days. You'll find it either in your M-Pesa or in your bank. Yeah. And the reason we like doing that, because this we want you. Even if I find somebody having shoes, the shoes I've been looking for a whole year, I can't be able to do an impulse buying. I'll go home, even if I remove it. You see, if I had my money in my mobile account, I'll remove it. Then when I get home, I'll remember, my goodness, that money was for school fees. Now I don't have school fees. Yeah. But when it takes 48 hours, I go and sleep for 2 days. I become sober. I have forgotten the shoes. Then I'm able to return the money back.
So it's kind of giving us self-discipline.
Yes. And that is the difference between a cash account and an investment account. It needs to have this, we call it a lag. Yeah. So that now people are able to have some discipline because maybe sometimes left on our own, we are not able to do that. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, well, we still have time. We can continue telling more. So that was one product.
That was one
a personal platform.
So I think our listeners understand that one today. Yeah. And next time we'll talk about the other product and then the other one, so that we don't give them so much information. Yeah. They are lost. Savings and goals. Yeah. Helps you manage your expenditure. A lot of times when you have a car, then you find insurance finds you and you're wondering, those guys want all that insurance. Yeah. So you end up buying that party. Party is normally 7,500. Yeah. Because you can't be on the road without that. But you need a comprehensive cover. So this one you can create this basket, you'll be putting small amounts as they come. And the good thing is, it's not being cheap. It's actually money. But if I need 50,000, I can actually contribute 48, and then I find 2,000 shillings is interest. So instead of now paying interest when I have to borrow loans, when I borrow the 50,000, I'll pay an interest. Sure. And I will find myself paying up to even 10,000 on that 50,000. Yeah. But now I'm saving on that interest and actually earning because now I'm organizing myself. And then I also have my dignity. Yeah. Because if I'm borrowing from Shiko today, then after a few days I'm coming to borrow again. Yeah. I'll lose my dignity. For sure. Yes.
Wow, that is so wonderful. Again, you can reach us, and when you want to get more information about this, you want to hear this information as a community, that is as a group, you are there, you have your chama, you are there as a church. You can always reach us. Our numbers, we have to get our numbers there. Our numbers is 0720-132-132. Somebody has decided to post our numbers. Edward Mazeras, thank you. 0720-132-132. Reach us through that number. Our offices in Westlands.
And in Westlands, MMID studio. But there's something I want to tell our listeners before we close. Next week, we are having a very interesting discussions. It's our Valentine's special.
Okay.
Join us because we'll be discussing money personalities.
Money
Personalities and how they affect our relationships and our finances.
Yeah.
So we'll be looking at in a marriage. You
So-
will have a different money personality
Yeah.
from your husband's. How does that affect your
The
marriage?
union.
And of course, finances are the biggest reason
Sure.
that
For
people
breakups.
for breakups.
Sure.
So we'll be looking at money personalities next week on Thursday.
And this is so exciting.
Yes.
But you know who your partner is? That personality.
We will know who you are.
Even the other person.
Because we are so busy trying to remove the log from
another person's eye.
Yes. Yes. So that is what we'll be giving as our Valentine's special.
Can prepare them. What time? Can they join us? Maybe.
We'll do 7 o'clock.
Yes.
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock on Thursday.
On Thursday.
So that we can allow the people who are working also to be able to join us. It's very important because when you understand your money personality, then you are able to manage your finances better. It is sometimes because of our personalities that then we are unable to manage our money. So we'll be talking about different types of personalities and what we can do, and then how to identify your partner's money personality and help them walk through the challenges of that particular money personality.
You know, even manage yourself and manage your partner.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that will be so exciting. That is Thursday, coming week from 7 p.m. We will not be live at 4, we will be live at 7 p.m. all through to 8. And you want to have an exciting and engaging moment of discussion. Thank you very much for being with us. Any of your questions, you can send them in our comment section. You can even reach to us through our numbers. Pay us a courtesy visit in our offices. Call us to where you are, as people also there in the Juakali sector, at that Jama that you have there. Always call us. We will be there to explain to you, help you get the app, take you through the registration, and then you start earning your money. Your money makes more money for you, and it's going to be exciting. Your parting shots?
So thank you so much for listening to us. Invite your friends for our next talk. Talk to couples. If you're in a church, call them. Let them listen about it. Learn about money personalities, and we'll expound some more.
Yes, don't forget to follow us on Givva Wealthtech Facebook page. Follow us there. You'll be getting more insights every day. So thank you very much for being with us. I'm Mary Kinyanje. Thank you so much.